Hey there, this is John Alexo from ProSite Tutorials, where I talk about professional websites in 5 steps. And in this video you are about to learn everything that you must know about GetResponse so you can start using their service. So let's get started. One of the main reasons why you want to use GetResponse is because of their autoresponder. If you don't know what an autoresponder is, well, an autoresponder lets you create a sequence of messages that you can send automatically through email to anyone who decides to opt in to your email newsletter. And this is really very powerful because, one, this allows you to put a part of your business nearly working automatically for you, because all of the work that you have is initially creating those messages. Once you have those messages done, anyone who opts in to that specific email newsletter, they will start receiving it automatically. The other thing is people check their email inbox far more often than they go to a website. Actually, most people, if they are like me, they check their email inbox on a daily basis. So this means that you increase the probabilities of people actually reading your content through email instead of just having that content in a website. The other thing is, if you send really good content, I'm talking about content where you're trying to help people within your niche solve a specific problem that they have, they will start trusting you. They will start seeing you as an authority figure within your niche. And this means if they trust you and they see you as an authority, that any kind of product that you suggest through email, they will probably get it from you. So that's why email marketing is very, very powerful. And I recommend every single website out there to integrate an email inbox, an email system within their website. Okay, so I like to use GetResponse. One is because you get actually your first month completely free, and I guess everyone likes to get stuff for free. This means that in your first month, you can start immediately building your list, get a couple subscribers, and promote a few products, get some sales, and basically you will immediately start doing money, and you can pay your second month and even do more profit using GetResponse. So that's one of the reasons why I like their service so much. Also, they have a really newbie friendly interface. It's really easy to use. They have a lot of video tutorials. One of the video tutorials that I like the most is one where they talk about how you can get 10,000 subscribers to your email list. And they really talk about some very powerful strategies that you can start using. The other thing is their customer support is really good. They're very friendly and helpful. So once you get to their website, you want to get your freebie. So you just need to click on this button over here, which is huge and orange. And you just need to put your email, your first name, your password, the password that you want for your account, and press this button, Start Free Trial. So just create an account with them, and let's go to the other side and see their dashboard. Okay, so once you've created your account with GetResponse and verify it, you're taken to their dashboard. And one thing that I really recommend is for you to watch their video tutorial where they explain how you can go from 0 to 10,000 subscribers on your list. And it really offers you some good tips about email marketing and how you can actually improve your marketing efforts. So for you to watch it, you just go to this small icon that appears over here on this section, and you can see that once I hover it, I have this message, and I just need to press this button that says Start Now. And below you have two different plans that you can choose depending on the amount of time that you have available each day. You can either choose the 90-day plan if you have at least a maximum of 3 hours per day to build your list. If you have less, then you may want to choose the other plan. I'm just going to check this one. And you can see that I'm immediately taken to the first video that they have in this tutorial. So over here you can welcome to the GetResponse list building program, and how you can create an irresistible lead magnet, which is basically the ebook or the video course that you want to offer in exchange for someone email. So I really recommend for you to follow this, and you actually need to wait a while until you can start your other section where you receive more videos related to this. Now let's go back to the dashboard. One of the first things that you want to do is create a campaign. And a campaign is where you will start accumulating the list of email contacts. When it comes to campaigns, you should always create a campaign for each niche that you are integrated. So for example, let's say that you are integrated in the data niche and also in the health niche. Then you should create a separated campaign for each niche. What you shouldn't ever do is create one campaign and start gathering email addresses from both niches, because what happens is you will start sending messages that either one person from one niche or another won't like to read, because just doesn't have anything to do with what they were actually trying to find when they joined your email listing. So for you to create a campaign, you just go to this section and you just press over here the small arrow and you just press create campaign. The first thing that you need to do is just give a name for your campaign. This doesn't really matter. You just should put something that allows you to easily identify your campaign inside of your account. So let's say test campaign. Simply like this, and I'm just going to press create campaign. If you already have a list of contacts belonging to this specific niche that you are creating when it comes to this campaign, then you just want to press this button, add contacts, and you can add each one individually. But in this case, I'm just going to press edit campaign settings, because I want to change some of the information belonging to this campaign. And over here you can change the name of your campaign if you don't like it for some reason. You can also choose the language that you want. In this case, I'm just going to keep it English. And notifications, it really depends. I personally like to leave this off, because notifications means each time that someone subscribes to your listing, you will receive a notification to your email inbox. Now imagine that you start receiving thousands of subscribers each day. It's a lot of spam that you will receive to your email inbox. So if you don't want that, then just press this button and put it off. If you don't want your postal address appearing on the footer section of your emails, then you may want to also turn this off. Just leave it like this. And let's go to profile. You could put also over here a campaign title if you want, the category which your campaign belongs to, a description, a logo, and so on. But over here in permissions, this is really one of the most important parts, because this allows you to customize the confirmation message that person will receive. This means that once someone subscribes to your, actually opts in your box, they will receive an email confirmation into their email inbox. And over here you can pretty much customize that message. So for example, below you can see that you can choose a different email if you don't want this one appearing. But in this case, I'm just going to leave this one. Message subject, this is the title that will appear inside of their email inbox. And you can choose, they actually have over here several ones, but you can also choose a custom one just by clicking on this link on the side and just put whatever you want. It's like this. You can also customize the message just by pressing this button. This is just a snippet of the message that person will receive as a confirmation. And you can choose a default template, which is the one that I'm using now, or you can choose another one if you prefer. And you have several templates over here appearing. I actually like the first one. You can also do a preview to get a better idea. And I'm just going to press save. Okay, so this is the first thing that you want to do, is just create a campaign. Let's go back to our dashboard. Okay, so after you created your campaign, what you want to do is start building your autoresponder. As I said previously, your autoresponder is nothing more than a sequence of messages which you want to send to the person who subscribed to your listing. For you to do that, you just go to the message section, and you can see that you have several options appearing. For example, if you want to instantly send a message to everyone who belongs to a specific campaign, you can create newsletter. This is especially good if you have, for example, a promotion, a special discount happening, and you want to notify immediately everyone who belongs to that specific campaign. You can use this option. In this case, we are going to create our autoresponder, so I'm just going to choose this option. And you can see that you have several options over here appearing, but quite honestly the most important one is the first one, which is time-based, because this allows you to pretty much set when you want to send each message to your subscriber. And you can see that it starts as day 0. This means that after that person received their message where they confirm that they want to receive your emails and so on, this is the first message that person will receive. This is many times a message where you send their bonus, their free ebook, their free audio, or whatever you're actually offering to that person. So this is day 0. Below, you want to choose the campaign which this message belongs to. Send message. When it comes to this, I recommend for you to send it immediately because you have several different options. You can even delay it if you want. But once someone subscribes, they want to receive immediately their bonus. Nobody wants to wait 2 or 3 hours to receive their bonus because that's quite frustrating. And also enable every single day when it comes to this first message. This is actually something that you might want to tweak later on for your second message, because it really depends on the niche that you are integrated. And sometimes in some niches, people just don't check their email inbox during Saturdays and Sundays, so you certainly don't want to send your messages during those days of the week because that person just won't read it. So I'm just going to press create new email. I click on this link, and over here, message name. This is just a name for you to identify this message inside of your chain of messages. This is not something that your subscribers will actually see. So I'm just going to call it bonus. Subject. This is the topic, or the topic that person will see inside of their email inbox. So make sure to make it really attractive and something that people will easily see it inside of their email inbox. So let's see. Actually, I already have over here a title. Get your free book here. And you can actually choose a different email if you want. I'm just going to leave it and press next step. In the next step, you have several templates that you can choose from. Actually, when it comes to GetResponse, they have really a lot of templates that you can choose from. Actually, since we are in the Christmas season, you can see that you have several Christmas templates that you can choose from. You have a lot of categories over here appearing. Arts and entertainment. If you are in the restaurant niche, you may want to check these templates that they have. You can also choose different colors for the template just by clicking on this small dots appearing below. And if you want to get a better view of this template, just click on this icon. This way you can get a better idea of how it looks like. In this case, I'm just going to start from scratch so I can see more so I can show to you more easily the options that you can use. So I'm going to choose the first layout because you have several layouts that you can choose from. I'm going to choose this one, which will give me an image appearing right on the top section. So as you can see, you have this sidebar appearing, and on this sidebar you have plenty of options that you can choose for your email. For example, if you just want to add a test block, you just click on it, just click on this icon or on this box, and you just drag it to exactly where you want inside of your email body. So let's just leave it over here. If you also want to integrate a new image, you just click on image block. This allows you to integrate an image inside of your content or outside of your content, depending where you actually put your mouse. In this case, your mouse, as you can see. And you also have the button option if you want to add a button. Once again, you can also do the same thing, add inside of your content or outside of your content. You also have social sharing buttons once you check this option. And once again, you just need to drag and drop wherever you want. And you can see that once I over one of these sections, I have several options appearing. If I want, I can drag it around once again until I put exactly the place where I want my image appearing. Or if I want, I can just delete by clicking on this small garbage can icon, just like this. And once I double click on my choose image, I can either choose an image that they have freely available under iStock. I can get one of the images from a URL or from my computer if I have one over there. Let's just get one from their iStock. Let's see one. Actually, they have plenty of images over here. I'm just going to use this one. The guy surfing. And once again, you can decrease the image if you want, the image size. And it's pretty much like that. If you actually ever used a text editor, it's pretty similar to the options that you have over here for your message. Once you click on the section which you want to personalize, you can pretty much choose the font that you want to use. In this case it's Arial, but let's say that I want to use Times. You can see that it immediately changes the font family that was appearing previously. I can also increase the size of my font just by clicking over here on the pixels. I typically like to use 17. Also, you can choose the spacing that you want inside of your content, just like this. And once again, as I said, this is pretty similar to any kind of text editor out there. If you want to make something bold, you just select where you want to make it bold, and you click on this small B. Actually, this is already, everything over here is appearing bold for some reason. So that's how you can make something bold, something with italic. And since this is the first message, it's the message where you will send very probably your freebie. So what you might want to do is create a link. So let's create a link over here. Get your free ebook right here. So let's take this bold section over here. And make this a link. So I just select where I want to make it a link. I click on this small icon which appears like a chain, and over here I put the URL where they can find my ebook or my audio or wherever I'm trying to send to them. So in this case, I'm just going to put my website URL and just press OK. As you can see, now I have a link appearing over here. I'm going to delete this section, and actually this is how you can pretty much configure all of these options. So if you want to see how it looks like on mobile, you just click on this button appearing on the top section, and this is, you can get a better idea of how it will look like on a mobile. And you might actually want to save this as a template. This allows you later on to use the same template for another message that you have in your autoresponder. So I'm just going to save this as a template. And now I'm going to press next step. Actually, if you want to change the background, which I forgot to mention, once again, you just need to go over here to background, and you pretty much can choose whatever color you want. Just like this. So you pretty much need to personalize until you have an email appearing exactly as you want. So I'm just going to press next step and save and publish, and you can see that now I have this message appearing in day 0. And this is the calendar. So in the calendar you can pretty much control whenever you want to send a new message to that person. So let's say that after 2 days, in this day, in the second day, you want to send a new message. So what you do is you just choose this day, and over here you can actually choose the same template which I used previously, which is this one, and save and publish. Sure, you want to add it to your message, but I already showed to you how you could do that previously. So I'm not going to explain everything again. And once again, you might want to choose the days of the week that you want to send this message, and also send message. You can send exactly to the time which that person signed up to your listing, or you can use send it with a small delay, or exactly the specific time which you want to send that person that message. So I'm just going to press save and publish, and that's pretty much how you start creating the chain of messages which you want to send to your subscribers. So after 2 days, that person will receive this message, and so on. It's always a good idea for you to randomize this a bit. By this I mean, in the second day from that person receiving this message, the second message, it would probably be a good idea to send this message, a new message, on the 3rd day, because that way it doesn't seem so automatic which you are sending the messages to that person. It's always a good idea. A good idea is always to create an autoresponder which seems it seems like you are really talking to that person, and it doesn't seem something that you're doing automatically. So always randomize the days which you send your messages, but at the same time don't send it after, let's say, after a week or after a month and so on, because very probably that person already forgot about you and you don't want that to happen. Okay, so that's how you can actually do a sequence of messages, and now what we need to do is create a form. So let's create a form by clicking on this option over here, forms, and let's press on create form. Once you come to this page, you can see that below you have several templates that you can use for your opt-in box. Plenty of pre-made templates, and you should get one that at least looks similar to the theme that you are using on your website, so you don't have a huge contrast. And in this case, I'm not going to use one of these pre-made templates. I'm just going to start with this blank one. I typically just like to do my own opt-in box from scratch, so I'm just going to use this template. And I really enjoy the system that they have when it comes to do your opt-in box. It's really good. It's a drag and drop system. It's really easy for you to do whatever you want when it comes to opt-in boxes. So I'm going to do one. So the first thing that you want to do is just select over here. Once you click, you can see that you can select this box around, and if you choose one of these small squares that appears on one of the corners, you can see that you can decrease or increase the size of your box. And in this case, I'm going to put on this website that I have, and I want to put on my sidebar. So I need to make an opt-in box which I can actually implement over here. So I need to have a smaller size for the sidebar. Once I select the area which I want to use, you can go over here to this section, click on layout, and you can see that over here you can pretty much choose the specific size that you want for your box. Let's say that I want 250 pixels. I guess this will look good on my sidebar. Once you've done that, you can also go to the side, to the style, and over here you can choose the color that you want for your background and so on. Also, if you want round corners or not. In this case, I'm going to put a border style, and you can see that this will fill all of the area around, just like this. And if I want to actually have some round corners, I just need to put, for example, 5 pixels. You can see that it makes my corners round, just like that. So you always need to select the area which you want to work with, and then you have several options which you can choose from on the sections. Now once that is done, what I'm going to do is, and as you can see, as I said previously, this is a drag and drop system. It's really good. Just like this, it's really easy. You can pretty much put whatever section you want over here just by dragging and dropping it. So I'm going to put over here a title. Get your free ebook. You certainly want to put the title of your book over here, something that looks really enticing. This is the title that appears on your opt-in box is really important. It's really what attracts people to actually opting in and getting the bonus. And I'm going now to choose this area over here. Just put it more in the center. And once I go to the layout options, you can see that I actually want to delete this instructions for users, just like this. I'm going to do the same thing below. Just like this. And actually, what you would do is, I'm going to put this a bit below. You certainly want in this space, over here, you would want to put, for example, an image of the bonus that you're offering to people. So you would go over here to the side and you would search for the image field, which is it's over here. Decrease it just a bit, and now you would actually select an image that you either have in your computer, or you could select one of this that they already have pre-made, which you can use freely for your website. But I always recommend for you to get one that you have in your computer already done for your bonus. So I'm just going to put this as an example. So this would be the image of your bonus, and you can also choose the color that you want for your button, and also change the style of your button just by going over here to style. Let's make this yellow, just like this. Okay, not so yellow. This looks quite bad. Or red. Let's go for red. Actually, this looks better. You can also change the color of your font, because this doesn't really look good. Just like this, by selecting your text, and by choosing the color that you want for your test. Okay, this is just an example so you can get a better idea. Sure, you need to work more on this opt-in box so you can get something that looks a bit better than this one that I have over here. But I guess you get the idea of how you can exactly use this. Once someone hovers the button, you can also choose the color which will appear over here. So let's go once again for a brighter red in this case. And you can also choose the test that you want appearing over here. Get your ebook. Just like this. And once again, pretty much the same thing as you saw previously with the box. You can increase the size of your button just like this. Okay, once you have that done, this would be the image for your ebook or the bonus that you're offering. You certainly want a more enticing title than this one, but this is just an idea of what exactly you can do with the several options that you have in GetResponse Create Form, which is really fantastic. This functions that they have over here. So once you have that done, you want to get to settings. Just click on this small wheel that you can see, and you want to choose a name for your form. Doesn't really matter. Sidebar, pro site tutorials form, and also you want to make sure that you choose the correct campaign which you want. Once someone opt-ins to that box, they go to that specific campaign which you want. And what we are going to do now, and you also want to add to cycle on day, in this case day 0, which is the first email. And over here, choose thank you page. I commonly like to do a custom page for my thank you. That means that when someone opt-ins, they will see that thank you page where many times you give some instructions in how people can actually find your email, get your bonus, and so on. So for you to do that, you just go choose thank you page, you select custom, you go, if you're using WordPress, in this case I'm using WordPress, and I go to my WordPress dashboard, I click on pages, and I press add new. And now what I do is, I just need to wait a bit so this uploads. I'm going to call this thank you, just like this. So over here you would put some instructions in how people could actually find your email, get your bonus, and so on. And in some niches you really need to explain this in detail because people are not so computer savvy, so you really need to pay attention with that. Sometimes people also like to put a video promoting a product over here. It's also something that you can do on your thank you page. So once you have that done, just press publish. You can see that you have over here the URL, which you simply want to select it all, copy it, then you go previously to this page, and you just paste the URL from your thank you page over here. And that's pretty much what you need to do over here, and just press save. For some reason this is saying that it's not available. Let me check why it's not available. Sometimes it has problems with the HTTP. Let's see if now it works. Okay, now it works. So it might have been the HTTP extension or that small bar that appears right in front of your URL. So if you have that problem, that's what you actually need to do. Just exclude those sections. So once that is done, you just press save and publish. Save and publish over here. And you can see that you get this JavaScript. What you want to do is simply grab this coding, all of this coding, just like this, copy it, go back to your website, And once again, you can pretty much put this wherever you want. For example, if you want to put your opt-in box inside of one of your posts, sometimes people like to put in the ending of their post, because many times when someone actually reads all of your content, they are pretty much, I mean, they certainly like your content, and they very probably will want to opt in so they can receive more information about that topic. So it's always a good idea for you to put it inside of your posts. So for you to do that, you go to one of your pages, you go to the test section, which allows you to insert coding, and then you just paste the coding that you saw previously. You press update. In this case, it's my thank you page, but I'm just showing to you how you can do this, because you certainly don't want to add this to your thank you page. So that's how you can actually put inside of one of your pages. And for you to insert into your sidebar, you go once again over here to Appearance, and you go to Widgets. Once you get to Widgets, you can see that you need to grab this test section. You just drag it to your sidebar, and over here you just paste your coding. Press save. Let's go back to the front page of my website, and you can see that, okay, it doesn't really look good because I actually needed to decrease the size of this sidebar a bit. That's something that many times you need to tweak until you get exactly what you want. So once you publish on your website, you probably need to tweak the size, the image size, and so on until you get exactly what you want. So that's pretty much how you can create an opt-in form for your website. Now let's go to another feature that GetResponse has, which is called landing pages, and it's really, really good. So let's click on this option, landing pages, and press create. In the landing pages section, you have over here several templates which allows you to create what we call the squeeze page. If you don't know what a squeeze page is, it's basically just a one-page website that only serves for you to grab someone's name and also email address, and once they put that information, they actually subscribe to your email newsletter and they start receiving your chain of messages. And this is really a very effective strategy that you certainly want to use so you can get more subscriptions to your autoresponder. And the reason why this is so effective is because when someone goes to one of your squeeze pages, they basically only have two options. Or they like the bonus that you are offering. As I said, the bonus can be a free ebook, it can be auto or whatever you want to offer, and they like it and they subscribe to you, or they leave, because you really don't give people any other options besides those two options. You don't have any kind of links on this page. It's really very simple and very effective. So that's the reason why you want to use squeeze pages. And GetResponse is really good because they also have several templates which you can choose from, several pre-made templates which you can choose from. And since we are in the Christmas season, we have over here several Christmas templates. Of course, you can also start one from scratch if you prefer to have one that is personalized to your own taste. You can click on this link and start one from scratch. And the other thing that is really good is they actually support your own squeeze page. So this means that you don't need to have a web host where you need to upload your squeeze page to, so you can put it on the internet. They actually support it for you. So once you do the squeeze page that you want, you actually get a template URL which you can start promoting. So let's just choose over here a template. I actually like this one. I'm going to use this one. It looks really slick. Okay, so as I said, this is pretty much similar to the create form option that you saw previously. It works the same way. I mean, it's a drag and drop system. You simply drag whatever you want from this sidebar and put it wherever place you want. Then you can also delete it. You have over here a small trash can, and you can also do the same thing with buttons, with images. So it's pretty similar to what you saw previously when it came to the forms. So when you want to change a section, you just need to select on it. In this case, I'm selecting the background. And if I want to change my background, I go over here. You can see this small box pops out. I click on this icon, which gives me several options to choose from. I go to background image. I click on this icon. I can choose one of the images that they have on this section, or I can get one from my computer, just like this. Go to upload from computer, and you can put the background which you want appearing. Also, same thing with test. If you want to change the test, you just select the section which you want to change. You can write whatever you want. It's a free ebook. You can also change the size if you're a test over here, just by increasing or decreasing. Change the family, the font family. If you want to make it bold, you just select the section which you want to make bold. Click on the small b, italic, underline. Change the color just by going to this section, pressing OK, and you can see that it changes. So you just need to work with this squeeze page until you get exactly what you want. You can once again write whatever you want over here. Just like this. Over here you can see that once I select this this section, which is the opt-in section, you have over here a small little icon which says web form fields, and once you click on it, you can add more sections to your opt-in. Let's say the age. So if you want to actually get the age of that person, you just select this section. You can see that it appears over here. Let's just center this just like this. Okay, you can also increase the background. Let's actually increase the background a bit. Actually, it didn't work. Actually, I guess I need to add another image so it will look better. So if I want to change the button, I can just do this. I select it, and I can change the button color just like this. Can also change the font color just like this. And even make it bold. So basically you can do whatever you want. You can also decrease the size of the button by clicking on one of the small squares and just dragging. In this case I'm dragging the background, which is not exactly what I wanted. So you just need to play around with these options until you get exactly what you want. And it's really simple. You can also go, you can see on the top section you have variant A. You can also create several variants, and this is a way for you to test the performance of each squeeze page. Sometimes just by changing your title you get more subscriptions, and this way you can create several variants with different titles and so on, even with different fields, different button colors. All of those little things really change the performance of your opt-in, of your squeeze page, I mean. You can also customize your thank you page by selecting this section. And it's pretty similar to what you saw previously. You can do whatever you want over here. If you have a website, you can link it just by selecting this option. And once you select this button, you can see that you have a small change appearing. And over here you just need to put the URL of your website. So once someone clicks on this button, they are taken to your website. So once you have everything that you want, you can even check how it looks like on mobile just by clicking on this icon, so you can get a better idea. and you just press next step. Okay, this is the page title and description. These are the information that will appear on the search engine results page from Google and so on. This is not really important because, I mean, even if Google indexes this page, they certainly won't put it on a really important results because they just don't like squeeze pages that much. So it's not that important. But you might want to put a title so it just looks a bit more professional, and also a description below. If you don't want to index the meta tag, just select this option. And you can see that the page title, once you put the page title, you can see that it creates below a URL exactly with the title that you inserted over here on the top. So basically what you get is getebook.gr8.com. So this is the URL that you get. You can also change it if you want another URL. If you have your own website, you can also support this quiz page by using the URL of your website. And once you have that done, you can also select Google Analytics if you want to track the people that are going to your squeeze page. You can just put your ID over here for your Google Analytics. So you can start using that option. And you just need to select the campaign which you want to use for your squeeze page. In this case, it's this one. Had to cycle, start on day 0. And in this case, I'm just going to use the default thank you page and just press publish. So that's how you can actually create a squeeze page using GetResponse. For some reason, this URL is already used, so I need to actually put something else, just like this. Press publish. Okay, so I have a squeeze page. Now let's go to the last section, which I want to explain in this video, called statics. Okay, I'm going to quickly explain this section because I don't really have any information in the statics, because this is just a new account, so I don't have any subscribers, and I'm just going to quickly explain so you can get a better idea. This section is extremely important. Once you start getting subscribers, you should really pay attention to information that you can't find over here, because this way you can improve the performance of your opt-in boxes and also of your squeeze pages, your messages, and so on. If you go to this subscription section, you can see the amount of subscribers that you are receiving in a particular day. You can see where people are coming from this small map. You also get other information over here. So it's really vital information. You can also go to time-based. And in time-based, you can select the campaign that you want to see the information about, and you can see the amount of people that open a particular message that you have in your autoresponder, the amount of clicks, and so on. And basically, this is really crucial information. As I said previously, once you start getting more subscribers, you should really pay attention to this information so you can improve the performance that you have on your autoresponder. Okay, so that is all for this video. I hope you enjoy and that you learn a lot about GetResponse. If you have any question, please leave it in the comment section below. I will try to reply as soon as possible. So that is all for this video. Please subscribe so you can receive my weekly video updates where I talk about SEO, about WordPress, about a lot of information about how you can earn more money online and so on. So that is all for now. Stay tuned with Pro Site Tutorials, and bye.
I said